Hello friends and welcome to my video. So friends, Stability AI has just released an API for Stable Diffusion 3, which means that now you can run Stable Diffusion 3 in your computer, and you can do that without having to download any models at all. The way you do that is by using an API key, which you can find in the Stability website. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get your Stability AI API, and I'll show you where you can download a Comfy UI node and install it inside of Comfy UI and use that node to generate images using Stable Diffusion 3. So first of all, let's go and let's get a key from Stability AI. So I'm going to give you all the links in the description. So in order to get a key, you need to go to Stability AI, and if you go to this website, the link you will find in the description, you will see that you will have an API key. And even if you don't have an API key, you can just click here and create an API key. So I already had an API key which I created much earlier. So I'm just going to copy it. So I already had an API key, so it's actually already there. So before we use this API key, we need to go and install the Comfy UI nodes that will actually enable us to run Stable Diffusion 3. So for that, you need to have Comfy UI. I hope you already have that. There are plenty of tutorials on how you can download and install Comfy UI. If you find installing Comfy UI via GitHub and Git pull and everything to be very complicated and difficult for you, you can just download it and run it from there. So for that, you need to go to the Comfy UI GitHub page. And over there, if you scroll down, you will find this direct link to download. So once you download and unzip, for which you might need 7-zip, you will get something similar to this folder where you will get 2.bat files. So I'm assuming that you have an NVIDIA GPU. So you need to click on run NVIDIA GPU and it will install everything that you need to do, everything that you need to install in order to run Comfy UI, and it will run in your computer. Now, how to install Stable Diffusion 3 nodes inside of Comfy UI? So for that, you need to go here, this link, which I'll provide in the description. So this is Zoe's page in GitHub who has created this node and also the workflow that is required in order to run Stable Diffusion 3. So in order to run this, you need to scroll down and see that he has provided a code. So you need to go to this folder custom nodes, which is inside Comfy UI. So let me show you. So if you go inside the Comfy UI Windows Portable folder, you need to go to Comfy UI, and then over there you will find the custom nodes folder. So enter this and then click here, right, CMD. So this thing will appear, and over here all you need to do is copy this line, paste it and place enter. After you do that, all the files that is required for Comfy UI to run Stable Diffusion 3 will be installed. And after that, you need to run Comfy UI. So in order to run Comfy UI, you need to go to the Comfy UI folder, which is the Comfy UI Windows Portable, and double click on this. So when you double click on this, it will install whatever that is necessary, whatever updates that you have added, and then it will give you this window where you can run a Stable Diffusion 1.5 prompt and generate images. But we don't want to do that, so we're going to clear this. So we're going to clear the workflow, and we're going to have to import the workflow that is perfect for running Stable Diffusion 3. So for that workflow, again, we need to go to this GitHub page, and then in the top, you will see that it has this SD3 workflows folder. You need to enter, and it will have this file, this v1.0 sd3 zo json file. So you need to download this file and keep it somewhere in your computer. So I have done that already. So now I'm going to go there and I'm going to load, and all my Comfy UI workflows are actually in this drive, in this folder. So this is the file, this is the JSON file. So double click and everything should be there. Now our work isn't finished yet, and we cannot start using Stable Diffusion 3 yet, because we need to take our Stable Diffusion API key and put it in a special file. So remember I told you that you can create a key here. So assuming that you have already created a key, you need to copy it by pressing here, and then you need to go inside your Comfy UI folder, go to custom nodes, find out the node that you've just installed. I have lots of nodes, so there are a lot of folders, but for you, you need to go to this folder, which is Comfy UI Stable Diffusion 3 API, and over here you will find the config.json file. So when you open the config.json file, you will get something like this. So what you need to do is over here paste your API key and save the file. So when you've done that, I have already done that, so I don't need to save that. So when you've done that, you need to go to ComfyUI again and press the refresh button. So I think it will refresh everything, and the file with your key will be loaded. And when it's loaded, you can actually go and start creating images. So let's type in a simple image. So it's a very simple prompt, a cat in an astronaut suit. And you can see that you can make some changes. You can change the aspect ratio, you can change the mode. The mode right now is text to image, but there is also an image to image mode. For now, you can do text to image as far as I know. And you can set the model to SD3. It can be either SD3 or it can either be SD3 Turbo. And then you set a seed and make the strength to be 0.7. That's the standard. And then queue the prompt. So now this node will contact or connect with the API in Stability AI and use the model stored in the cloud to generate this image. So you don't have to download any models at all. All of the model works and everything that needs to be done in order to extract the image from the model will be done via the API key. And we have the Stable Diffusion 3 image in your computer. So this looks amazing. I think personally this is very accurate and very good. In fact, the power of Stable Diffusion 3 is that you can actually generate images with text. Yes, so I used a simple prompt, an Instagram style image of a girl wearing tank tops with the name Tanvir, I love you, written on her stomach. So it's not quite written on her stomach. I wanted it to be over here, but it's actually over there, so it's not a problem. And as you can see, it recognized that it's a name and made it a bold letter, and I love you actually contains a heart sign. So it not only shows the image that you wanted to show, but it understands the context of the image, which is amazing. Now, so far I have observed that perhaps if you're on a free tier of Stability AI, then I think that it's not using any credit. For example, I don't have a lot of credit. So let's go to my Stability AI. Let's go to my account. Let's go to billing. So as you can see, oh yes, it is actually using some credits. So I had 31.5 credits, and after generating this image, it's 18.5 credits. So if you generate a lot of images, you're going to run out of credits very fast. So you need to actually buy some credits. So if you are interested in generating more and more Stable Diffusion 3 images, I would suggest that you buy $10 worth of credit, or you can start with $5 worth of credit. That's going to give you 500 credits. And remember that it's actually much more expensive to run Stable Diffusion in the cloud. As you can see, each instance of Stable Diffusion 3 is going to cost you 6.5 credits, and Stable Diffusion 3 Turbo is going to cost you 3 images. In comparison, SDXL 10 costs you between 0.2 to zero point 0.6 credits, and Stable Diffusion 1.6 costs you 0.2 to 1 credit. So running SD3 in the cloud can be quite expensive. So make sure that you have loaded your accounts with credits before you go on a roll inside ComfyUI, because I think the credits can run out really, really fast. Okay, and or we can wait for the free version, the models to be released by Stability. Then you can actually run these models in your own computer and generate images without having to pay to Stability or anyone, and you can be using SD3 free forever. So guys, I hope you liked today's video. So if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. Hopefully we'll have more videos on Stable Diffusion 3 in the future. So till then, I say adios to you. Goodbye.